One. What's popping, y'all? It's Kelly Kels,
And I'm Red.
and this is the Boy and Girl Podcast,
And I'm Boy.
and I'm Girl.
Hooray. Okay.
Anyways, y'all, we have been gone for about a month because of technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was
in
dying.
life.
I had COVID-19.
No, you didn't.
And yes, I did. Let me tell my story. I had COVID-19, and I was in the hospital dying. And I didn't tell anybody because I wanted anybody to feel bad about my situation. And now I'm back better than ever.
He was just lazy and he didn't want to do the podcast.
Anyways, yeah, now we're back.
Yeah, we're back and better, and we're doing it. Don't get twisted. And
I should
y'all,
talk about.
wait, please, can y'all follow and subscribe and like and give us some watch time minutes and
All that good shit.
yeah, and follow our Instagram, BoyGirlPodcast.
So, how you been? I ain't seen you in a long time. She's not my friend anymore, you guys. She doesn't really talk to me or hang out with me anymore. She's been busy with her love life and her so many niggas that she's juggling so many niggas that she doesn't have time for her best friend. She gotta
Don't
go
do
see
that,
this
Frankie.
nigga
Don't
and
do
that
that,
nigga
Frankie.
and that nigga.
No, seriously, chill.
So I just get lost in the sauce, I guess.
First of all, no.
But besides that,
not true. Shut up. No, not true. Stuff happened that I'm not gonna talk about. Things happened, and the week before that, your computer stopped working, and the week before that, we recorded the podcast, and the shit was fucked up, and we couldn't post it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. But he's still my best friend, so. But anyways, let's get into these topics because a lot of has gone on since we've been gone. Like,
yeah, what you want to get into first? Well, we should probably start off with, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I hope I said that right, because that was kind of sad.
the face that you just made was trying to pronounce that. But yeah. No, like, and it's crazy because, like, they said none of his producers or anybody, like, knew that he had it, or had cancer. Like, nobody knew. And, like, and I saw this other podcast, and they were talking about how, like, people were commenting on his pictures when he would post something, and they would be like, you know how he got really skinny and shit.
Yeah,
they
was
like
bogus as hell.
Yeah, like
nigga, they'll say all type of wild shit.
Bro, they were saying some mean things. Essentially, they were saying he was cracked out and all types of shit, and making jokes. And then people said that he would take the picture down and stuff. So clearly, he was bothered by it. And it's just like, damn, y'all, like, on some real shit, why y'all gotta be such internet bullies? Because I guarantee you, none of y'all are gonna say that in person.
It's the internet, man. You know, the internet is undefeated. They be going crazy on anybody, anything, any moment, any situation. They don't give a fuck. And then they be sad as hell when they find out, like, there was, like, I mean, shit. But then again, I mean, celebrities better have tough skin. But, I mean, I do feel kind of bad. Because it's crazy, though, because he was doing all that shit while he was filming. Mm-hmm. And that shit takes a lot. And niggas, like, well, he had, like, stage 3 cancer, stage 4 cancer or something.
He had it for 4 years. He was
going through chemo and shit. And I know people be going through chemo. They be dying. They can't move. They can't do anything. This nigga was making superhero movies the whole time while he was doing that shit. That's, like, but that just made me think, like, shit, ain't no excuse, nigga. If a nigga dying, they still can do that much shit. Nigga was going to hospitals, visiting kids, doing charity work, doing all type of shit while he was dying, literally dying. And motherfuckers be complaining about little shit, can't do this, can't do that, while a nigga over here doing superhero movies dying. It's kind of crazy to think about, low key.
That shit is crazy. Like, it's a worth ethic, really. Like, somebody told me you can have talent, right? But you have to have drive. To be a Beyonce, you have to have that like worth ethic to get there. So it's like he really had that dedication and that work ethic that like a lot of people wish that they had. Like
The best people work ethic is like, it's not even work ethic at this point. It's damn near like psycho, because they don't stop. They don't think about nothing else. They don't do nothing else. They ain't focused about nothing else. They don't have nothing. Like, they cut off friends, family. Like, they just go into dark mode and just focus on what the fuck they're doing. They come out better than the best, clearly. Because the best people, when they talk about them sacrifices they be making, it be real. Like, they cut off everything. I mean, you gotta have some kind of level of dedication, like the highest level of dedication to be the best at anything. So it's kind of crazy he did while he was dying. But rest in peace, another black man dead.
and then like it was sad because Denzel Washington, he was like, I guess they had an interview with him, and he started crying or something. Like he said he started crying or something like that. He was like, I was passing off the torch to him for like, you know, a black person that is able to really like influence people.
I wonder how many people would just be, not saying these people are like bogus or anything, but I wonder how many people would just be saying that just to be saying that. You know what I mean?
Because he's dead?
Yeah. Because, like, would you have said that he was alive? It's kind of like, I be thinking about that when I be, like, thinking about, like, for example, like, the Pop Smoke album that came out, right? And obviously, when people would die, like, the albums always be, like, number one. It go top. And, like, you sell more because you're not here. And people want to, like, you know, be part of the moment type shit. It's like all those artists, all those big artists on his album and shit. I wonder if they're just doing it for the look because they know he's going to get numbers because he's dead. Like, I wonder how many people would really have fucked with him if he was alive, you know, because obviously he wouldn't have been the same numbers. A lot of people were saying he was weak as hell, and then a lot of people, when he passed, everybody was bumping his shit.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about him.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I fuck with him when he, but like, I feel like the rap industry is kind of different than like,
yeah,
the entertainment type industry.
I think they're all phony, but
I mean, yeah, but it's like different. Like you have a lot more beefs and a lot more like enemies, and like you come from the hood and all the other shit. So it's like you feel like you have more haters in that type of industry than acting.
Another black man dead. He died at 43. That is sad. That is fucked up. Right when you're about to be like one of the top celebrities and shit, you just die. But it's kind of weird. They're talking about like two other people, celebrities died right
I
with
heard
him.
about that. Yeah, it's always in threes. I would hate to die on a day. Man, that would piss me off.
Let me fucking get to where I'm going before I die. Damn, in the middle of my shit though. Middle of my come up.
But at least he did something and he made some type of impact. Yeah. Like at least it was like he wasn't like just, you know, he was just starting, but like at least things were put out. You know, Black Panther is an iconic movie. Like that's something that will forever. It's like a Friday, or like it's even better than that. Like it's
people
something that'll always
for no reason.
It'll be years and years and years. So he did do.
I wonder how they're gonna do Black Panther 2. I wonder if he already started or if he's. That changes the whole thing. I like those movies, so that's kind of interesting to see what the fuck gonna happen. But they gonna figure something out. They gonna make their money one way or the other.
Yeah.
The next one gonna be even bigger though, just because he died and people are going to go see what happened.
Yeah. Well, damn, that's crazy.
Well, speaking of another black man dead,
dying.
He killed himself, or the police shot him. It's not funny. You can't laugh at that.
I'm sorry with the way you said that.
You're so insensitive. Is it because you're light skinned and you get privileges?
Oh my God. He killed himself. And it's so crazy. Like, the female that like said it and said that because she's the one that literally made everybody get hype about it. That one girl said it on the news, and she was right now. If y'all don't know, which I'm sure most of y'all know, it was the dude. Do we know his name? Does he have a name?
No,
Is he
I don't know. I
nameless?
haven't. But in Minneapolis again, we
Downtown.
rioted again, and it was all cause a guy killed somebody. Supposedly, I don't know. I mean, I guess he did because I did see that shit earlier that day. Like I drove by and seen like the murder scene and shit of somebody being dead. So I'm guessing he killed somebody, like they said. And the police ran up on him trying to like, cause they were looking for the nigga all day. And before they got to him, he shot himself in the mouth in a video. But it's just kind of like they was recording that shit already. I don't know. That shit kind of weird. And then
That's what I was thinking too. Like, how did y'all?
no shit start recording.
Yeah, that fast. Like, it was so quick. Like, unless they was chasing him for a while.
I don't know. They looked like they was just sitting there chilling. And he grabbed a gun and it looks like he just shot himself in the head.
No, he ran up right next. Like, he ran up right next to them, and then shot himself.
And the lady who was right next to him, she must have. I mean, I could see how because the way she was sitting, she didn't see him shoot herself.
No, okay. The thing is he was right. He ran up, and it was like in front of one of those doors or windows or something, and there was like 5 people next to him, which I don't know why you kill yourself next to a whole bunch of people. It's weird. And he took the gun out, and then they like zoomed in on the video, and you can see the like the reflection of the gun in his hand for like a good couple seconds. And he was grabbing the gun out, got the gun out, had the gun there in his hand, and then put it in his mouth, and then shot himself. All you had to do was look up at him a foot above your head and see that he had a gun. That's it. That's all.
Probably wasn't looking at that.
And then the gun was at the scene. The gun was there. Like,
she looked like she just heard a gunshot, seen the police with their guns out towards him, and seen that he was there on the floor and just assumed that the police shot him. Like, I would probably have assumed too, low key, if I didn't see him with a gun in his hand. I wouldn't even if I did see him with a gun in his hand, I still wouldn't have thought he shot himself, low key. Like, I would have, if I was her, I would have thought the police shot him.
I don't know. I feel like
that wouldn't have been my first thought. Like, oh shit, he killed himself, because she wasn't looking at him when he killed himself. She probably seen the gun and probably just thought, shit, a nigga had a gun and police shot his ass. But anyways, police didn't shoot him, I guess.
don't know. Out of all those, like, it was like 5 to 7 people. Out of all those people, not one of them saw what happened.
But she's the only one that got interviewed about it.
Right, but they clearly were all friends. They clearly all knew each other. She didn't get interviewed right after that. So obviously they had to go and talk about it and be like, damn, what the fuck, da da da. So obviously at least one person had to be like, no, I saw him take a gun out. Like, not one of them saw what happened. Like, that don't make sense. And on top of that, the video, you can see it in the video. Or not in the video, well, no, you really couldn't see it in the video because it was blurry. That was the actual cameras. Actually, was there even a real video, a phone video? I think it was the store cameras that got that video of him. But I just feel like all that shit happened for no reason.
I mean, shit. I was driving by. I seen the whole commotion, so I'm like, shit, let me park and see what the fuck going on. And this shit got the wilding. They got the throwing shit at the police. That shit was funny as fuck. I went live immediately. My shit was started booming. That was one of the funniest. The night was funny as fuck. I didn't go to sleep that night till like 8 in the morning.
You was outside?
For most of it. Bro, let me tell you what happened to me that night. Damn. Should I tell the story? You know what? Fuck it.
The story of you being outside?
Yeah, so after all that, if y'all didn't see my live, which most of y'all clearly did, the shit was going crazy over there. Obviously, niggas was trying to loot. I watched niggas get caught in the Foot Locker trying to loot. That shit was fucking hilarious. The nigga had the nerve to get on camera, like you know how like the blind bitch was like, I'm legally blind. He was pulling one of them. He was in handcuffs. Police had him. They like literally pushed him to the camera to have his little moment of shine. I swear to God. Everybody had his camera in his face like he was a fucking celebrity. That nigga was like, I ain't even do shit. I was fucking dying. I'm like, bro, you got caught in the store with the shoebox. Nigga, what are you talking about? But I was like, shit, yeah, he ain't do shit. Fuck it. Free him. Then that shit was going on. Bitches was getting mazed and twerking while they was getting mazed. She didn't give a fuck. That shit was hilarious as fuck. Then niggas got the wilding and shit. Then boom, at a certain point that night, they started like hopping out of vans and just grabbing motherfuckers.
Yeah, they wasn't going this time.
They had this whole street blocked like this. so you could only go to the left. So I'm trying to go to the left. Then they pull up like 2 vans deep and hop out trying to grab niggas. So motherfuckers started running. Then boom, I goddamn tried to run and I ran to a nigga so hard and damn near broke my chest.
You ran into a person?
Yeah, and damn near broke my chest. That shit hurt so bad. It knocked the wind out of me. So all on the floor dying. Police was coming. Everybody jumping the fence. I can't jump the fence and I'm fucking dying. Then I finally, I was like hiding behind a car lane there trying to catch my breath. My life ended. Everybody thought I was dead. Then I finally hopped the fence. I ran into a bitch. No, that's not nice. Ran into a young lady who helped me up. And she was all nice and helpful and shit. And then boom, we started conversing. And she was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to get back to St. Paul. I'm like, ha, ha, ha. What are you trying to do me for?
Conversation over.
But she was with her friend and shit. And boom, blah, blah. We got to fucking talking and blah, 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 blah. And then somehow they came over here. And we were hanging out with the friend because it was like after the whole debacle. And that was just a long ass night. I stayed up till like 8 in the morning. And that shit fucked up my whole week. Downtown was broken.
Yeah.
And I lived downtown, so I couldn't even like do anything. Everything was closed. Motherfuckers had curfew again.
They jammed, instead of jamming like,
I couldn't tell that whole story.
Last time they jammed like the like calls and stuff, I think, or something. But this time they wasn't going. I was trying to get places, and my GPS not only was not working, but it was bringing me to different places. Like I would put in one address, and it literally would bring me to a whole other address. Like literally, I literally went all the way to like damn near St. Paul when I was trying to get over south. And for y'all may not know, that's kind of far as fuck.
But like, forgot what I was gonna say.
That shit was opportunists. If I would have not had my daughter, I would have been right down there too. I'm mad as fuck. Shit always happens on a Thursday, and I have my daughter on Thursdays.
Niggas was definitely down there wilding for a minute.
Or Wednesday. It happened on Wednesday. Whatever day. The shit pissed me off. That shit looked fun. I wanted to do hood rat shit with my hood rat friends too. Downtown. Oh well, niggas was getting picked up. They said like they had so many people in jail. Like they were not going, and people wasn't bailing them out neither. Because before they had like a funding with a whole bunch of money that would like, you would call this number if you got picked up, and then you would just get right out. Like
would
they would pay the bill.
Would you sit there and watch your friend get fucked? Isn't that weird?
Whoa, were you just thinking about something whole different or something?
Yeah.
What?
But I mean, that was part of that night. Who watches their friend get? Would you?
Oh, that's what you were talking about. That's why you asked me that.
It happened to me twice. But
I was
two different groups of friends, and both time I was for sure thinking I was gonna have a threesome. And like,
if it wasn't my nigga, no.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, wait, what?
I already told you this.
You would watch your nigga fuck another girl?
I already told you this. I guess they don't know,
but you wouldn't watch like if you was with a bitch, right? And she got,
I would leave, or I would like go. I wouldn't wait. So she was in the room watching, or was she out here
in the room? She said, "I want to watch."
Oh, she's a freak.
That's not freaky enough.
Yeah, but she was on some different time. That's the type of time. If
it
I
happened twice to me.
In that night or in that?
No, probably in
recently.
Oh shit! In recent vicinities.
So was it awkward to you?
A little bit.
What did you say?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no because I'm thinking in my head. I mean, you're gonna watch, you're gonna fuck, but motherfucker was not trying to fuck. And
was she on the bed?
No, she was like right there. Right there, sitting right there, just watching. Just literally just sitting there watching, just chilling.
She's freaky.
Smoking and just watching.
Damn.
And it was like, I kept looking over because I didn't know what to do. So I was like pounding one bitch and just looking at the other bitch. I was just looking like, could be you, bitch. But you want to play?
And the friend was cool with it. She was just like, whatever. She just likes to watch me fuck.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that they all had threesomes together because the first two said, oh, I don't know which two, but one of them said they fucked each other before. They've never had a threesome. Neither one has ever had a threesome separately, but they fucked each other before.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones, I'm pretty sure they had threesomes together and for each other before because they're roommates and they're just nasty. And I don't know what the bitch was on that night. I don't know. I just think that's stupid. Why would you just sit there and watch? And then not even do nothing, not even like play with yourself and get naked or nothing. Just watch. And it's awkward. I can't get in my bag with another person that's watching me because, like, what am I talking freaky and you just over there? What if you start laughing? That's going to throw me all out of proportion.
Oh my God. And them laughing at niggas, they take that shit to the heart.
And then I got to extra perform now. I can't even, like, fuck up not one move. I can't fuck up nothing. I gotta overachieve. Now I'm under pressure because you just watching me and you're not getting fucked, so you're not lost in the moment. So if you see something that you think is funny, you can laugh.
That would be so funny if she just started cracking the fuck up. What would you do?
I don't know. I would be sad as hell. Like, what the fuck is so funny? I'll be thinking in my head, like, what the fuck is so funny? What the fuck you just laugh at what I just do?
Would you say something? I would be like, can I want to laugh? The fuck? What's funny? Did I do something wrong? What the fuck? That'd be so fucking funny. Oh my God. I want to do that now.
That's happened to me before when I was a kid.
What?
Yes. One of my first times about to have a threesome, literally, swear to God, in Florida, the bitch had a boyfriend. I was about to fuck the friend. And I remember this scenario like perfectly. I was about to fuck the bitch. I was actually playing with the bitch pussy. And then she was like, cause like they had twin beds in their room together. And I was playing the bitch pussy over here. And the bitch was over there laying on her bed. And she was like, my bitch that I was with was like, oh, look at her, look at him, sis, trying to fuck me, blah, blah. And the bitch hopped up quick as hell, like, nah, if my friend don't want to fuck, she ain't fucking. And then the bitch I was with was like, nah, let him. I'm like, oh, shit. And they started kissing each other and shit and playing with each other and shit and doing shit. I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck am I ever threesome? Oh, my God. And I was like 17, 16, so like, I'm like, whoa, shit. And then soon as I start touching the other bitch, she said, "No, this ain't that. This ain't no fucking threesome. You worry about her. I'm gonna help you out." Or some freaky, like she was a freak.
Yeah.
She said some shit like that. I'm like, oh man. And then yeah, that went on to be what it was. Damn, why do bitches? I don't know. I just think that's weird.
I think that'd be fun. I would do it but with my nigga though. I don't know why I have a fascination or what's the word?
You don't know any words, bro.
Fixation. What's the word? Tell me so I can say it. I think that might be the word. Fixation. I have a fixation on watching
infatuation.
Yeah, that word. My bad. I didn't do good in fucking spelling bees and shit. But that turns me on. Seeing my nigga fuck somebody else. I don't know why that turns me on. I mean, I would eventually join. Like myself, I couldn't just sit there and watch the whole time, like because I'm a
freak.
Yeah,
a whore.
Okay, chill. You went too far. The freak was okay, but then you did too much. But I don't know. Like I
all
feel
niggas
like
gonna see this and hop in your inbox.
They're already there, so.
Oh, excuse me, Beyonce. Shit.
Anyways, I don't know. I just find that like, especially if she's like a really pretty bitch, like she's bad and she's like yeah, I would sit back and I would watch for a little second, and then I would watch for a little second. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes, and then I would join,
Must be nice. That's why I'm not going to have any more sex. I'm going to wait and find a girlfriend. I'm going to save my date. I'm not fucking for the rest of the month.
I really want to see if you do that.
And the next time I have sex is going to be with a person that I'm going to keep having sex with for a long time. Maybe not a girlfriend, maybe, but I'm not having no more sex. I'm gonna just relax and wait. Anyways, back to what's important in the world.
Yeah, because that was just very random as fuck, actually.
Random thoughts I be having, man. It just got so cold in here. It feels so good.
It's cold as fuck.
What's you call it? What the fuck was I? Oh yeah, was back to the original fucking shit going on out in the fucking world, man. Shit out here crazy.
The man that died. Oh. Wait, what were you talking about?
I thought we were talking about the white boy with the gun.
The white boy with the gun?
Wasn't that like, what were you talking? What were you gonna say?
What were you talking about?
The white boy with the gun. That there's like a whole meme with him like.
Oh, let's talk about that because that relates. No. We have to talk about what actually happened first.
I don't. Well, okay. Go
That's
ahead.
okay.
Oh, you talking about the man that died in Wisconsin?
That has to do with the white boy with the gun.
Okay.
So the white boy with the gun is the second part. But okay, so obviously y'all know, and if you don't, a man was shot 7 times by police in front of his kids in Wisconsin. I don't know how to say the town. Just like people don't know how to say Minneapolis. Man. So I'm not even going to pronounce it.
Minneapolis.
Yeah,
bitch,
that's
you
just
fucking
annoying.
stuttering
I feel like they were doing it on purpose, low key. Because they all do it the same. All the famous people. Anyways. So pretty much I've read the story. And the story is he was arguing with a woman or like 2 women or something.
I thought he was breaking up a fight.
I thought he was arguing. I thought they were all arguing.
I thought he was breaking up a fight. He had nothing to do with.
Oh,
I don't know. You probably read more into it. Go ahead.
Okay, well, whatever happened, the police came up and they were trying to defuse the situation, and then he ended up going, and I guess he was like, what's the word? Resisting. He was resisting, and then he ended up like getting free or something, and then he went to the car to grab something under the seat. So that's when the police came up.
It was that bad?
Yeah.
That just sounds bad.
What do you mean?
That sounds bad.
Oh, like going under the seat?
Yeah.
It was dumb as fuck. Like, why would you do that? That's why it's like, nigga, like, come on now.
The way I heard the story was he was breaking up a fight, had nothing to do it. Then the police came. They tried to hop on his ass because they thought he was part of shit. He was walking off like, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with this. He was getting in his car.
No, it's
and
not
they thought he was grabbing something. And they shot him, which
no,
is still crazy as hell
something.
because he got kids in the car. He's not going to go grab no gun and shoot no police officer.
Well, he had a knife. He had a knife.
Tase the man. Y'all could beat him, something. Y'all don't got to shoot him 7 times in his back with his kids in the car. That's crazy. Like, you can tase people. Like, y'all have tasers. Y'all have, like, other form of shit. Imagine if all 7 of them tase him at the same time. That'll stop the nigga.
Some people, no, I've seen people that got tased and it didn't faze them at all.
Okay, either way,
and which I'm not saying it's right.
Him.
Okay, but listen, I'm not to be devil's advocate, but the thing is like, no, it's not right, but you knowing, one, why are you like, for people, especially black men out there, stop letting your pride get in between your life. And I know it sounds fucked up, and I know it's like you want to prove a point or you want to like prove your dominance. Like, I hate them niggas in the car that do the most when you get pulled over and are in the passenger just doing the most. I hate that shit. Like, just sit back, just cooperate. Now, if they end up doing some fucked up shit, okay, that's one thing. But if they're just trying to defuse the situation or put you in handcuffs, just whatever, like, don't let it, because now you're crippled for the rest of your life because you can just obey, you know, like, which is fucked up, but it's that or your life.
That's what I'd be saying too. I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, it's wrong either way. Like, I think the whole situation is wrong, but the thing is, we know it's wrong. Like, we already know what it is. We know it's wrong. It's fucked up that we have to do these things, but like, nigga, you know, we have to do these things to live. So right. Just do the things you gotta do to live. Like, it's fucked up that you have to do them, and we shouldn't have to do them. But it is what it is. You're not gonna be that one person that changes what it is. So just do what you gotta do to not fucking get killed by the police. And
my thing is,
at least in that situation,
if you do want to go down like that, nigga, go down with a bang. Shoot at them. If you're really going to do some shit, if you really want to get killed, because at this point, I feel like some people just really don't give a fuck when they're doing all that shit. Like, if you go under the seat and you already had a knife, and that's why they're trying to get you under control, and then you go to your car, open your car door, and go under the seat, obviously any person in the right mind, any person is gonna think you fuck around or going for a gun. I would think that.
I think I feel you on that, but judging off my experience, maybe because I was young and stupid and it was just naive and stupid. But I think that sometimes people just might not understand how it escalates so fast with the police.
Yeah.
Because I was in a situation where, looking back at it now, with everything I know now, we both could have been shot 17 times in a fucking car. Because I was in a situation where I got pulled over by a police officer, one that didn't even fuck with the nigga that I was in the car with already, right? So, like, they knew who the nigga I was in the car with. They labeled us as gang members off rip, number one. So that's already, like, we could get shot any moment type shit. The nigga don't, like, the officer and the nigga I was with don't even like each other. Like, they actually have actual beef. The officer couldn't wait to catch that nigga type shit anyways, right? Because later on in that story, they try to, like, put crack on him. But that's later on in the story. So, boom, we get pulled over. And he asked me if he get something. And I don't know, it was a knife right here in the middle console. And I said, there's a knife right here. I'm just gonna move it and throw it in the back seat so you can, like, so you don't, like, think like something's going on type shit. And he said okay, and I grabbed the knife and I moved it and I threw it in the back. But it's like,
I would have never done that.
Now thinking about it, I wouldn't have
No, I feel
never. But this was in 2015
but
or 16.
you were trying to do something. Like,
yeah,
your
but I wouldn't even
intentions
try to do that now, because back then, I mean, people were obviously getting killed by the police, but I wasn't thinking of it like the police could shoot me right now. Like, that wasn't in my mind, and that's crazy that it wasn't, because it should have been. Now it is, but like right in that moment, I wasn't even thinking like that. I was thinking like, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm chilling, so ain't nothing gonna happen. But that shit could have fucking went. He could have said he reached for a knife in his console. I shot him.
Well, you saw the video with the police officer, and he was like, what did he do? He was like, open the door. If you open the door, I'm shooting you. Open the door. I'm gonna shoot you if you open the door. Yeah, but open the door. Crazy. Like, whoa, like, get out the car. Like, what the fuck? Like, they be on some, like, they be on one. But that was, I don't know. The shit. And
then they got him, and then they had him in the back seat, and he didn't have no crack on him. He's not even that kind of nigga. And then,
where do you even get crack?
Like, and then I heard him in the back of the cop car, because he was in the cop car. I was still in my car. I heard him say, "No, Frankie, they trying to do this to me." And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? I was scared to look back and shit. Like, I'm like, oh my God, are they killing this nigga? Are they raping this nigga? What the fuck are they doing to this nigga? And like, after the whole thing, he told me like they act like they found it. He's like, oh, what's this? Like, he put a bag of crack on his back, and he's like, nigga, that's not fucking mine, nigga. He was like, well, we're gonna check for fingerprints to see if it's yours. Blah blah. I'm not gonna take you down this time, but it's like, nigga, but that wasn't his. It's like, right. What the fuck, y'all just weird. Like, I didn't, and that's the first thing. That's the first time I ever experienced some shit like that. Where, well, I mean, I've had way worse experience with police before. But that's the first time where I seen like some movie type shit, like, you know, planting shit on niggas. Mm-hmm. Like, I never even think that was a real thing, and the fact that I seen that like changed my whole like. And he was telling me after that, like, yeah, nigga, you reaching for knives and shit, bitch. We could have been. That nigga already thinks that I some for murder or some shit. Niggas already like being weird, so nigga, he could have killed us right there. And he's like, I'd be talking shit about that officer. I'd be saying fuck his mom and this and that. Like, he could have just killed us, literally. That's it. Like, he reached for a knife, I shot the fuck out of him.
That's why I be saying, like, just obey, just like do all you can to not cause problems. It's like being prey in the wild, you know, like lions are around you trying to eat you type shit. You're not gonna go wild and fucking do the most, nigga. You're gonna try to sneak away, because nigga, them lions can do whatever the fuck they want. Them lions is gonna eat you up, nigga. You can go down blazing, but you're still gonna die.
Man, when I get put over, I turn white as hell.
Me too.
I cooperate. I be chilling, cause nigga, y'all not finna. No.
And that's where I get my light skin privilege. At the same time,
I mean, everybody can say that until they in that situation, because it be say, nigga, you've been on the phone with me when I be like seeing the police, nigga. My whole body PTSD. Temperature change. My limbs get flimsy, my legs get weak. It just be weird. Like, I hate that shit.
Yeah, you have real PTSD, like trauma, like literally.
And it's like, it's nothing we can do about it. All this little shit we be doing. I don't want to get into that. I feel like I got into that already, man. All this shit we be doing means nothing. Everybody thinks they're doing something. We're not doing nothing. It's the only one way to make real change, and nobody wants to do it, so it don't even matter. I don't even give a fuck. I'm not going to go into that because it pisses me off every time I think about it. But it's like, shit's not really going to change. And they talk about go vote, and they got 2 pedophiles to vote for. It's like, nigga, what are we doing out here, man? The world is crazy.
The world is crazy.
I wonder if the world has
now.
always been crazy and we just been young.
You think?
Because
it wasn't this crazy in like
the world is, but we're like semi-adults. We like pay attention to shit now. We have social media to see everything now.
That's a big part of it.
Because
that's a huge part of it is social media.
A lot of shit. I mean, the world been crazy, but you know, when you young, wild, you're not even thinking about the world. You just run around like you live in your own world. Like you're just doing your own wild shit.
Well,
now
we
you're
also
kind of
didn't
more
have social
calm
media
and you're more aware of everything around you. It seems like, nigga, the world is weird. It's crazy weird. Like it's just weird and crazy when you think about certain shit. I don't know. That shit is crazy.
I feel like a huge part of it is we can see every single little thing everywhere, and we didn't have that even when we were like it's developed so much just in like the past like 3 years.
Oh God.
Like it's like we literally can like live has only been around since 2000 like 3 years. That's when they installed the live shit. Now we can see everything like moment by moment by moment. We didn't have that shit before, just a couple years ago. So now you can see everything.
That's why I wonder, has the world always been this crazy and we just been kind of oblivious to it because we've been in our own little bubble as fucking wild ass kids? Because even fucking 3-4 years ago, I was a wild ass kid. I wasn't paying attention to shit. I ain't give a fuck about shit.
That's true.
Shit is crazy, man. I was just driving the other night, like middle of the night, empty highway, looking at the fucking clear sky, and I started thinking, and when I started thinking this thought, I had the most weirdest feeling over my body. It was hard to explain. Like it was almost like a scary, weird ass feeling. And I was just thinking, I was driving. It was just like one of those, you know, you just be driving, you just be thinking. I was just thinking, like, what the fuck is this? This is the most weirdest thing in the world. If you really like, this is so. What the fuck? Like, what's making us do things? Just like move and like, you don't ever think about that. Like, what are we? What are we doing? This is so fucking weird. Like, how did this start? Like, this is just weird. Like, it's just a bunch of like people just doing random shit, and then you just die, and more people come and do random shit, and they die, and everybody just come and do random shit and die. And this is like, what the fuck is this weird ass shit that we're doing and living in? Like, it's just weird to think about sometimes. Like, the shit is just weird. Like, we're just things doing things.
I think it just matters what's after.
Things come from, and what are we doing here? Like, what are we supposed to really be doing here? Because this can't be what we're supposed to be doing.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's really like, I think we've came so far away from what we're supposed to do and who we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to be and how our bodies are supposed to be and everything. We've came so far from it over centuries that it's like we're just dumb. Like we're dumb.
I was reading something that said we're supposed to be green.
Green as in our skin color?
It says why most babies are born with like a little green birthmark patch and it goes away.
Why? But is there a reason why?
I mean, I read it, but it was like long and I don't remember exactly everything. But it was saying something about us being rusted, and that's why we're brown now. We're originally supposed to be green, and all the old Asian people were green. And I don't know, bro. I would just be reading a bunch of random ass shit. Anyways, back to niggas. Dude, he got shot.
And then the white dude.
And then, of course, people started rioting there and going crazy because what's going on every time somebody gets shot now. And it's becoming like a fucking trend at this point because I would imagine that the police would think in their head, like, we know what's going on. They have social media and everything, too. Right. We know what's about to happen, but they keep on doing it anyways. So it's like, are they supposed to be doing this? Do they not just give a fuck? Because how the fuck, if I know that if I shoot this nigga, everybody's going to wild out, I'm going to be hated, this is going to be like a thing, and I do it anyways, like, I wouldn't do it anymore unless I'm supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Like, if I know if I shoot this nigga right now, this whole fucking city's gonna go in flames. and
I
do it
don't know if they think
anyways.
that though.
But at this point,
Because they may
you
think
know
that
this
is
now.
justified. They may, because you got to realize, if they didn't hate niggas before, or if they did, they hate us now. And they hate us more now. So it's like there's so much built up animosity and so much like, just like the scum of the earth. Like, y'all don't even deserve to live.
They be having like small solutions that would work out, and I just feel like none of them would really work out. I feel like we need to do something so big and so different, but nobody's willing to come together and do it. Because they be saying shit like, I was reading something that said, oh, it would help a lot. And it would help a lot. This is a fact. But it just can't happen because of where we're from. But it was saying like it would help a lot if the people who are policing the communities, like the police officers that police the communities we're in, were like from that community or from a community of that sort. You know, like if I'm black and I police another black when I'm from that neighborhood, I understand how these people operate, I understand how these people think, and I'm part of these people. I'm better off with, you know, policing these people. I'm not going to try to kill these people. I know how to de-escalate certain things because I'm from here. Like I know how this goes. Like these are white people from suburbs or white people who are just random as hell, who are policing these communities, who don't understand shit about black people, who don't understand the product, who don't understand the ghetto, who are just like scared, and all they're knowing is niggas is dangerous, niggas is scary, niggas is number one crime this, niggas is number one crime that, so we gotta treat niggas like the number one crime this and number one crime that, so they treat us like a threat all the time. And I was like, yeah, that'll work, but how many niggas from our communities are trying to be officers?
I was just gonna say that, like, there's not.
And then they're not gonna get respected because we don't respect the police anymore. Period. So as soon as you see a nigga become a police,
still be divided.
As soon as you see a nigga become a police, you're gonna call him a traitor. Yeah. Instead of trying to look at it from like he's on our side, let's help him help us police our community the right way. Niggas gonna think he's a traitor. So it's like a lose-lose situation. Because at the end of the day, we need some kind of policing. Because niggas is not just gonna relax. Like it's always gonna be like how they always say, it's the difference between black people and niggas. You got niggas and you got black people, you know? It's always going to be niggas who are just wilding that we don't agree with. But we're going to take their side when it comes to the fucking police. Because we hate them more than we hate the ignorant, wild-ass niggas. I don't know. Shit's kind of crazy. I don't think it's going to get any better. It looks like it's going to get any worse. It's going to get worse. 2020 has been a wild ass year, and I don't think it's gonna slow down as soon as the fucking clock hit midnight for 21. It's just gonna keep getting wilder and wilder until we're just, oh no.
I think it's probably for a reason. Negative. All this stuff that's happening, like this, I don't know. They said that this is the year of vision, and if you're not, you know, where you're supposed to be and doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you're going to get lost in the sauce. And the people who do know, you know, and know what's going on, they're going to understand and be better off through all like this wildness. Because I feel like America is going to be tore the fuck down. Like, I don't know, like all this money going out to people and all this weird ass shit and disease and all this other shit, like, all this is hitting at one time. Like, shit is gonna be real damage when we come out of this. So
I wonder. I wasn't watching nothing. I was in an Uber for once because of that whole situation when I threw up in the car and shit. And I was getting Uber to my car, and this Uber nigga was telling me, he was like, yeah, man, you know, Minneapolis is like one of the top 5 economic cities in the fucking country. We have the best economics, shit, blah, blah, and our shit is rising, and it's projected by, in the next 3 years, half of the population we have now, that number of people from around the country is going to come to Minneapolis. And I wonder if that's real.
Half of the population of what?
Like, whatever number we have now, like, let's say we have 1 million people here, that means 500,000 people will come here from different countries, different states to come live in Minnesota.
Why?
He said we have the best economics, or economy. Economy is the word he said. Yeah, we have one of the top 5 best economies in the fucking country. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I guess we just have like good business here. You know, we have shit. We got football teams, basketball teams. We got strip clubs. I think we just be living in here, so we think it's trash.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, we're not that bad. From you know what I was thinking about too the other day. We're not that bad from other places. We're actually really, 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 really good as far as everything we got. And compared, we just be comparing ourselves to like New York and L.A. and Atlanta, which you can't compare yourself to. Compared to like without those top 5 biggest cities, we're not bad. Like we just be so caught up in trying to hate other niggas and hate on other people that we try to like as soon as we get a little sum, we try to like flex and go over here and go over there and get shit from over here and get shit over there. When it's the same shit here, like people just want to like show like motherfuckers will go buy outfits from a different state, and we're here just to say they got it from somewhere else when it's a nigga right here making the same shit that you could support in your city. Like if we all supported each other in the city, we'll be a raw ass fucking city. But we don't fuck with each other.
Yeah, a lot of people in their own city. The thing is like you don't want to see people do better than you. When you see somebody doing good in Atlanta or Chicago or whatever, you're gonna support them. But they're in a whole different state. You don't know them.
And if somebody doing the same shit here, you don't want to fuck with them just because you want the look that you did this fucking shit over there. Where it's like you're buying that same ass shit from somebody else that's doing the same shit somebody doing here. Like if we support each other, we'll be a raw ass fucking city. Cause we got raw ass people, but niggas don't fuck with niggas.
I just think people just don't want to see you. People don't want to see you do better than them. Period. People do not want. Like I have so many people, like my quote unquote friends, which they are friends, but like.
She don't fuck with y'all.
I do, but I'm just saying, like I see, like a lot of y'all don't support me. Like you sit in my face and you know are my friend, but you don't support me at all in my work, like at all. And it's like damn, like, and I peep that shit. Just because I don't talk about it, just because I don't say shit, best believe I know that shit. And once the thing is, once I do get on or like whatever happens, I'm gonna know the people who supported me, if I'm kicking with you day to day or not. I know who the people who really was around and really was supporting me, even just sharing some shit, even just giving me a little bit of watch time. I know that shit, and them is the people I'm gonna really be there for.
You look cold.
I'm cold as fuck, actually. Thanks for asking and not helping. Cold ass apartment. But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, well, speaking of support, bitch, support this fucking podcast.
For real. Like
share, comment, subscribe.
Share, comment, give us comment what y'all think. Give us some conversation. Let us know what you think. We like to interact with people. Like we all are people. Like you may have a different opinion than us. You have a different mind. I love speaking to people who have different types of outlooks. So let us know what you think, and follow the Instagram and like and subscribe.